Do you find that people that get burned out don't have a strong purpose? Is that an equation? Burnout equals no purpose?
Um, no, I would say burnout is mostly because of misalignment. You may have a purpose, but you're not, for whatever reason, not living in alignment for that. I've experienced burnout twice, by the way. So, like, really serious burnout twice in my career so far. And both times it was because I was doing things that I knew my purpose, but because of circumstance and the environment I was in, I was sort of stuck and feeling like I was deploying energy into something that wasn't aligned with my values or what I really believed in. So it felt meaningless. I felt helpless and
Mm.
hopeless in that situation that I knew exactly what I needed to do, but in that period, I couldn't extract myself out of it and do something different. And so burnout is never because you're working too hard. Burnout is not the same as stress. Stress goes away
Whoa.
because stress is a period of time. Like, for example, you have a tight deadline with a big project, or you got to hit your sales numbers for this quarter. That causes stress. But you also know, as soon as the quarter is over, a new cycle begins. So stress is going to go away. It's not permanent. The difference between stress and burnout is burnout feels like there's no end to it. So you feel completely helpless and hopeless in that situation. And most of the time, burnout happens when there's misalignment. Either you're working with people you're misaligned with, or you're operating in an environment that doesn't feed your values or support like your beliefs, or you're doing work that is not truly your zone of genius. Misalignment is the number one cause. And so that's why bringing it back to like constantly thinking about, like, are you operating in alignment with who you are, what you're meant to do? And if that's the case, it doesn't matter how hard you work. You could literally work 18, 20 hours a day and still be energized the next day.
What do you say to someone right now that's feeling that burnout, that wants to get into their zone of genius, but they're not there? What do you say?
Well, you have agency to make change, and unless you make the change, you're going to be stuck in that environment. And that's what I had to do too. When I found myself in that situation, it was like, okay, I can, stay in this burnt out state, completely like not able to help anyone because I can't even help myself and have like no energy, no motivation. Or I can say, you know what? I have the power to get myself out of the situation and go align to like whatever is right for me. And yeah, that means you give up on certain things. It means you have to take the risk of starting something new. There's all those things. But it's what frees you. That's what leads you, like, creates real freedom, and like that's what liberates you. And you have the power to do it.
I wonder, that's just a punch right in the nose, Nikki. I wonder if that's why most people don't do it, is because what you said sounds so simple, but so
Hmm.
hard to
Yeah.
change environments, to change roles, to take agency and make a move. Is that why most people probably don't do it?
I mean, that's the reason for most things, right? And most things in life are not complicated. Everything is simple, but simple is not easy, right? Losing weight, for example, getting fit, right? Formula is pretty damn simple. Fewer
Yeah,
calories in, more calories out. Simple, not easy.
not easy.
so, so
No, not when
things,
that food's looking you in the face.
yeah, like, like you want to grow your wealth, spend less, make more, spend less, invest the difference. Very simple, not easy, So all things come down to the same idea is like it's not like we don't know what we need to do. It's just that it's hard to do it. And you're not going to do it unless you have a reason that propels you in that direction.